Alright everybody, welcome to Muddy's Gaming Dungeon. Today we are going to be talking about Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. This is the latest edition that just came out a couple weeks ago. And I just wanted to make a quick video. Let me preface this by saying I am not a professional at this game by any means. I do enjoy playing fighting games. I'm more of a casual player. Grew up playing them in the arcades and stuff when I was young, if that says anything. So this is the second iteration of Granblue Fantasy Versus. The first one was pretty good, but I feel like they really got a lot of things right with this edition, Rising. You know, and one of the reasons why I'm creating this video is I just wanted to be in the training mode and talk about some of the mechanics of the game. You know, I had a friend that said basically they were watching a couple videos and they thought it was kind of shallow. Maybe there's not a lot of mechanics to this game. And I would say that the mechanics are different than most games as far as basically feeling a little bit more modern. And we'll get into that here in a minute when we talk about the special move button. But I do think they are in depth for the everyday fighting game player to enjoy this game substantially. So let me get into that real quick. So first thing is in training mode here, I'm using Siegfried. He is a little bit of a heavy character. You know, he has heavy attacks. He has your DP right there, your fireball basically, which your fireball is cool because it's hard to jump over. You know, he does have some flurry attacks that you can combo into. And he adds a damage charge special move there. But before we get into all that, let's talk about some of the things here in training mode. So, go here to display. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the virtual controller so you can see that and the input log. Okay. So I know the virtual controller is in the way a little bit, but there's something I wanted to talk about. First and foremost, I'm using a fight stick. So for those who are using a fight stick, now I'm using a Razer Pantera fight stick, which has the modern 8-button layout. So if you want to see my button configuration, you can see that here. Being that the top row buttons would be square, triangle, R1, L1. The bottom row buttons would be X, O, R2, L2. So the top row buttons, you can see I have my light, medium, heavy attack. Okay, so those are the top three. The bottom three would be my unique, skill, and block. And then my top right, throw for R2. My bottom right would be my dash, and my top right would be my block. Okay, and for me, this seems to work out really, really good. I still have taunt, and I still have a couple things set up for training mode. Okay. So we're looking, we have a light attack, which is your standard light attack. And you can see that there in the controller. Medium, heavy. So that's your unique attack. That's what U is. BL is block. There's your dash button. Okay. Then you have your throw. And you have your skill button. Okay. Just so you see what all those are. Okay. So, now that we have that, I'm going to remove that so it's not in our way. Okay. So yes, you have your light, medium, and heavy attack right here. Of course, you can do it low. You can jump with your light, medium, and heavy attack. You know, your DP is usually your down and heavy. Okay. And then again, your unique. Now, the thing about your unique attack is if you hold down, it usually does a unique sweep. And as you can see, Siegfried's is a double hit, which I really like. You can also use your unique attack in air. So that's Siegfried's unique attack in air. Okay, a downward attack. Instead of your normal, just light, medium, heavy. Okay, so unique attack isn't just one move. You know, it always has a sweep and an air attack too. Okay. Now your characters could do your normal dash forwards, your normal dash back. Again, you have a button kind of lets you cheat, so if you want to dash, you can do that. Now, one thing about dash when you're running, so like I said, you can do your, but when you're running, you can go right into a combo, light, medium, or heavy. Or if you hold forward, you'll do a dash attack. So you see that boot right there was a specific. That one was kind of hard to see. I'll show you again. That's kind of your low dash attack there, which will be your medium, your heavy dash attack there. So you do have unique dash attacks. Jump is pretty good in this game, but you can do super jumps as well by tapping down and going up, and you'll see the blue lines and you'll hear a little foof from the cloud. So super jumps can be really, really helpful getting out of tight situations, or just to get a little bit extra distance on your enemy to come in and start a combo. Combos are a big thing in this game. We'll get into that here in a second. Okay, so we have our throws. Yes, you can taunt. Just so those who want to know. When you're in close, though, things change. Like I said, we see our normal light, medium, heavy. Okay. So we see the move changes when you're in close. Those are kind of like your combo starters, right? So you can do your auto combos by tapping on the same button. You'll get your 3 hits. Each one starts a little bit different. And there you go. Now we're going to talk about the unique skill button. So at the top left of the screen, you'll see fireball, a shield, flurry of punches, and a sword. So the fireball, if you just press your unique skill button, you're going to do that automatically, right? One button press, special move. That's right. Okay. Forward, you see that's kind of like your DP. If we do down, that's your flurry attack, and back is your charging sword attack. Now icons might be different for different characters depending on their special moves. It's just to give you an idea of what their unique moves are. Here's the thing though, what about technical commands? Good question. So we're going to go to the character guide here. Now you see how it's showing the skill button moves here, but if we press square, now we can see how to do the technical commands for these, okay? So let's talk about the Nela Nav, okay? Which is so this is your fireball. Now take notice of the damage up there. It says 880. Now if I do this with the technical command, the same level, it's 968, okay? So quick move, or if I do the technical command, I get a 10% damage bonus by using the input command. That's the benefit, right? Not only that, but the special move right here, so there's different levels you can do, okay? So basically, that's your normal just by one button press, but if you put medium and skill button together, you get that one. If I do the technical input of it, there's a little bit extra, right? We got 800 versus 880. Heavy and skill button together. Oh, my fault. 1320 instead of 1200. So you can see how if you're using technical inputs for your special moves, that damage can start stacking up, right? So there is a benefit to using technical inputs. But yes, every move has a light, a medium, and a heavy. And you can see like the medium can be charged here. So every move can do that, right? So we got 3 levels of that move. Now this move right here, the DP is actually like, you know, your DP input, right? Dragon punch, forward, down, down, forward, which I really like. If you're doing your flurry attack, it's down, down, and a button. Okay. And your charging sword attack here, the technical input is down to backwards and a button. You can see how that works. Now let's talk about, you know, you have like your 2-in-1s, your cancels, your super cancels, right? So like that's cancelable, for example. You can do a quick 2-hit. We'll go back here. Now, Siegfried has some unique moves. So this Orkin here, he can actually go into a stance, and he has 4 different things he can do while in that stance. Okay, so we can see right here: upward slash, parry stance, heavy slash, and also a command throw. So that's one thing that's unique. So if we can see the upward slash there. That's the parry stance, which we get to more later. That's the heavy. And so if you're guessing they're going to block after this, let me just switch sides real quick. You can get into this if they block. So you have options, right? You have options. Another thing I want to talk about blocking was if you press back and block, you can dodge. Excuse me. So if they're throwing a fireball, you can dodge that. If you're close, you press forward and block button. At the same time, you can slide by. Now you can't be thrown out of these. And you have to use the block button to do that. Now, yes, you can hold back and block without hitting the block button. One thing I will say, though, the block button's very strong. If you're jumping forward, yes, you can block in mid-air. So keep that in mind. If you want to jump forward, you can actually jump forward and block at the same time by hitting the block button. Block button will also block against cross-ups. Right? So if someone's trying to cross you up, you can hold the block button to automatically switch. So that is also pretty important. I want to get into the EX moves here, or what we call SBA skills. So on top of the 3 levels, we also have SBA skills. Okay, think of like EX moves, right, from Street Fighter. So you would use your unique skill button. See, now I have an SBA fireball, right? SBA DP. Now this one's one of my favorite ones for Siegfried, okay? And let me show you the SBA corner charge. So no matter where you're at on the screen, he's gonna put you in that corner, right? And you can start setting up. So every SBA move can also be linked, like you can see there, right, into a combo. So there's just another version of your special move. Now these are your universal actions. So basically, your Raging Strike, and we're going to get into that. So we have something called Brave Points, okay? So we can do a Raging Strike, a Raging Chain, and then we can also do a Brave Counter. So these are basically your guard crushes, okay? So if your character's blocking a lot, obviously you can throw, but we're going to look at the guard crush, right? So this is what this is. Ready? Now, let me explain these. So at the top you have 3 diamonds. So you can break right there, and usually you could do some type of long-range combo. I'm not sure what Siegfried's is. It's probably that right there, actually. But if you do the... So every time you use that, it uses 1 bravery point. If you do it again... Now you've went into, you guard crush them twice basically, and you could go into a combo. See, right out of it. So that gives you a guard crush combo. Now, the one thing about that is it can actually be stopped. Okay, that can be stopped with a with your brave counter, right? So let me give you an example. Let me record Zeta real quick. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I recorded Zeta. We're going to stop the recording. Oh, never mind. I didn't record there. Let me try it again. Okay. So let me show you what the brave counter is. You're basically going to hit backwards while you're blocking, plus your 2 guard crush buttons to do a brave counter. And let me show you how you can defeat this raging, I'm sorry, what's raging combo basically, right? Raging chain, I'm sorry. Let me show you how you can do this. So let me play. So right here she breaks me and hits me again and we'll go into the combo, right? That's normal. But right there, when you see those, it looks like a fence, and you'll hear almost like a pew pew sound, right? That is your brave counter, which will stop a raging chain. Now you can use that for a normal combo as well. Okay, so there's your brave counter. Let me show you what I'm saying here about like a normal combo, right? So if someone's over here and they're trying to do their normal combo stuff, right? You can use that as well. So let me start the recording. All right, so I'll stop. Now it's really really helpful, but you gotta be careful when you do it. It's really helpful if you're holding the block button. So I wasn't ready for that, so let me try it again. Right there, that's your brave counter. So someone's got you in the corner and you're blocking, okay? That's gonna be your saving grace, if you will, to get out of corner, escape that combo situation, and hopefully regain control of the match, okay? So we've learned about your normal commands, we learned about your charges, your unique skill, your SBAs, your raging chains. Now let's look at Skybound art, okay? So he has a couple of them. You can use 100% here. If you're under 30% health, that's when you're going to have your ultimate, if you will. So one cool thing about Siegfried is he actually has an install, right? So if I do this one here, you'll see I have an install. Now this just makes him stronger and more deadly, right? So you're going to do a lot more damage when he is charged up. So he's one of the cool characters that actually has this install. Now he also has, go back to character guide, your normal, which is the down to forward, okay, which is basically the same button press as this, but you're adding an extra button. You're adding your unique button. So this is like down to forward R1, or down to forward with your skill button. This would be your down to forward X, which is your unique button, or down to forward O and X. So whatever you want to use, the easy mode or the technical input. But remember, the technical input, I believe for even the ultimate, you get 10% more damage. Right? So yes, you could do your ultimate flat out like that.
They need me.
Or you can use some of your SBA to use those combo moves like we were talking before. Now you could just regular combo into it if you wanted.
They need me. You can still stand.
Which is good. Another thing I want to talk about too was, like we were talking about how the combos change when you're in close. You can see that first hit's different. They also change sometimes if you keep holding forward during the combo. See, that's a quick 3-piece ender. A stun. So, for the medium and the heavy, for Siegfried, his combos change if you're holding forward. So just keep that in mind. Now, it is nice to train mode. They talked about a character explanation here. But here's where we get into combos. So one thing about the technical inputs for combos is they don't make a difference. I wish they did. I think that side games should really give you some type of extra bonus if you're trying to do a combo with technical inputs. Okay, because like all the regular moves, standalone moves, when you use technical inputs give you 10% damage. Combo is obviously harder, but they don't right now. Hopefully they change that. So we're going to show simple inputs. Now you can watch a sample video of the combo so you get an idea of what it looks like. And then you can begin the combo, right? And so here's one thing that was confusing to me. See where it says long range, under mid-range combo? It shows long range R1. Okay, we get that. This says square, Berdragon, minus back or O. I thought I had to do all that. No. This shows you if you're going to do a technical input, you use the light. So it'll show what button is your light. For me, it's square. Okay. It'll tell you to use that version of that move. Or you can just press back and O for your simple input. Okay. So there's the back and O. Right? Or I could do the technical input like I just did there. Okay? Now what's nice is there's a shortcut here. I can just go right back into the combo list. So here we can see, corner combos are super strong in this game. Probably more so than most games. We thought Street Fighter 6 was bad, but corner combos are a thing here. Okay? So let's try this one. All right, missed. You can see corner combos can be a thing in this game for sure. You have your anti-air combos here. You got your mid-range. These are your practical combos. Raging follows, raging strike combos, advanced. But let me tell you, these are all basically just to get you started. There's so many more combos in this game that you can kind of figure out on your own. And that's what I love. Here it shows you what you completed and how many times you completed those combos. So if you're going through your combo trials, you can do that as well. Okay. That's, if we go show all combos, again, that's just to show you where your combos are. Let's go back here. And once you're done with the combo training, you want to just return to training mode. Okay? Now, there is situational training. So you can go through this whole list here, and it's going to tell you how to do everything in the game. All your basics, triple attacks, dash attacks, crossovers, evades, raging chains. I recommend definitely going through this list. Shows your cancels. There's a ton of mechanics in this game that you can really get into, and then you have character strategy for individual characters. So if you're having trouble with someone, you can find them here. Maybe you're having trouble with like Lil Wayne here. You see the pyramid attack offense. You have matchup training as well. Okay, so there's a lot in the training mode that is great. If you go display, you can do hit properties. You can do your opponent behavior, damage log, frame information, all this stuff. So you can see where your frames are at, and all that good stuff. if you got frame advantage, which I definitely recommend. So you kind of see where you're at, right? See negative there, right? So you definitely have all this stuff to your advantage for training. So just a quick recap. Like I said, you got your dashes, you got your back dashes, you got your super jumps, you got your unique attacks for unique overheads, unique sweeps, okay? Unique move, okay? You have your light, medium, standard. Of course, your light, medium, dodge, which usually that's your anti-air. Your light, medium right here. You got your dash in attacks. Okay. You got your close in combo, light, medium, and high unique attacks. Unique combos. Combo strings. Your three levels of special moves, each with their own unique abilities, depending on what you want to do. Right? Corner combos, which are super strong, right? Your EX moves, what we call SBA moves, right? Each with their own unique properties. That can be comboed into as well. You also have your installs if your character has an install. Like I said, every character is different in this game, and I know it sounds silly, but I mean, every character is really unique to what they can do, and to me that's awesome. You also have your, let me see here, of course you have your block button, so you got your dodge and your evades, your dashes, your air blocks, your cross up blocks, all that stuff. So there's a lot of cool mechanics in this game that you can figure out, especially with all your combos, and it makes for some interesting matchups. So I hope that gives a good explanation of just the quote-unquote foundation of the game and where you can go from there. Like I said, each character is very unique. Even if we look at Zeta, like her unique attack is a flurry, which you could do the regular version or you could do the charge version. So her unique attack is very different. You know, Siegfried's is an install. Her unique air attack. You know, you got your Chun-Li move right here, your Chun-Li heel stop. She also has a double sweep. Her special moves are very different. You know, fireball. Her dash is linked together. She can, and then air dash. She has a parry move as well. So a lot of characters have stance changes, right? So there is a lot you can do with each character, and I just, like I said, I recommend that you don't just start with, you might want to start with Gran, but you can kind of find a character you think that looks cool and just go with them, learn them, go into training, practice. But overall, I just wanted to say that the mechanics on this game are pretty awesome. It's a little bit more than you realize sometimes just by watching a video. I think anybody that likes a game like Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, you know, basically any 2D Marvel vs. Capcom, anything like that, will definitely enjoy Granblue versus Fantasy Rising. I'm sorry, Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. Okay. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We're seeing the fighting game community really get behind this game. You know, they have Battle Pass. They got free version of the Battle Pass now. They're coming out with more outfits and a lot more DLC. They just released their first character, Lucilius. You know, we got 2B coming here, and I think in March, February or March, right? From Nier Automata. It's gonna be an awesome guest character. So I'm really excited for the future of this game, see where it goes. And I look forward to seeing a lot of online tournaments and big tournaments. Hopefully Side Games does a full-on tournament, maybe not $1 million like Street Fighter, but we'd like to see it. So this game has a lot of features, you know, it's jam-packed with things. You can, you know, there's replays, there's side games, there's like, you know, little rewards. You got your dailies, your weeklies, and all these different quests with your battle pass. You know, there's just a lot in this game, so I definitely recommend it if you're a fighting game fan.
Great.
All right, well, that's about it for now. I just wanted to say thanks for watching. Stay tuned to Muddy's Gaming Dungeon for upcoming content of Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising. Thank you.